guys, this video is for our kindergarten and first grade team for February 27th, which is February week 4. So crazy. So all month long, we've been learning about the life app of compassion, caring enough to do something about someone else's need. And our memory verse for the month, the Lord has shown you what is good. He has told you what he requires of you. You must act with justice. You must love to show mercy, and you must be humble as you live in the sight of your God. Micah 6:8. So this week, we are in week 4, we're finishing up in Mark 10, verses 46 through 52, with an encounter between Jesus and Bartimaeus. Bartimaeus was blind, and because of this, he was often ignored by those who passed by him. When he learns that Jesus is passing by, he calls out for help. And rather than walking past and getting on with his day, Jesus takes time to stop and help Bartimaeus. Jesus knew that Bartimaeus had faith and healed him, changing his life forever. So our bottom line, make time to help others. We all know people who require some help and compassion. However, we don't always prioritize those people in our lives. Jesus showed us that prioritizing others and making time for them is important for demonstrating his love. So we pray that kids will have a chance to think about the ways that they make time throughout their day to meet the needs of those around them. What a great bottom line for today. Make time to help others. So we'd love for you to join us in the garage door room at 8:20 and 10:20 for coffee and donuts, and most importantly, prayer. It's just a great time to lift one another up in prayer and just know what's going on in each other's lives. Then just make sure that you're in your small group room by 8:30 and 10:30. When kids start to roll in at 8:40 and 10:40, they can be playing with the toys in the room, or you can do this little drawing challenge. I've got blank paper on all of your carts. And if you want, you can use these trays, I thought, and have them put the paper on the tray and then put the tray on top of their head and try to draw on the tray while it's on top of their head. They won't be able to see what they're drawing, obviously. And so it's supposed to be kind of funny. They can draw a house, a flower, a cloud, tree, sun, mailbox, swing set, basketball goal. Just kind of funny, silly little things. If they don't want to put on top of their head, they can just free draw on the piece of paper. Then when service starts at 9 and 11, your interactivity is called Longer or Shorter Time Relay. I don't know if that's what it's called, but that's what I named it. So here's what you're going to do. I've got sticky tack in the room that they can use, and you're going to, there's like 4 sets of these for each room. So you can split your kids up into however many teams you need. There's 8 little pieces for each team, and you're going to have them, you're going to pass them out to the kids randomly. You might have to read them to most of your kids, and you're going to have the first kid go up and they're going to put their piece of paper, stick it up onto the wall. And then the next kid is going to decide, do they think that their activity would take longer or shorter than this one? So if the first kid put brush your teeth and the next kid had walk the dog, well, walk the dog is going to go to the right because it's going to take longer. So the next kid, read a book. Well, it depends on the book, but that could probably be in between brush your teeth and walk the dog. So they might put theirs up in between. So they're going to try to put these in order from shortest, what would take the shortest, to what would take the longest. And you might have to kind of help them rearrange with the sticky tack. And you're going to close this down by saying, so everything that you do takes time. It takes a little time to snap your fingers and a lot of time to clean out the basement. Sometimes the same thing takes one person a lot longer than another person. So let's go hear about the best use of our time, no matter how much of it we have. So then you will head across the hall to large group at 10 after. When you get back from large group, as you're eating your snack, you can read the kids the story, the Bible story again from the Action Bible. So I have it marked in the Action Bible on all of your carts. Blind Bartimaeus. I don't know how I said it earlier, but it's Bartimaeus. I don't think I was saying it like that. So, great story. It almost is might kind of scare kiddos, but just that, he was blind and he was really, really, really wanting help. And so you can just read that little story. It's just those 2 pages as kids are eating their snack. And then you're going to play this partner blindfold game. So what you're going to do is it says guide kids to pair up and give each pair a bandana or an eye mask. I've got eye masks. We've got a ton of them. Encourage each pair to choose one to be the leader and one to wear the blindfold. And then pairs are going to stand and choose, have pairs stand and choose one kid to be blindfolded. And then once the kid from each pair is blindfolded, you're going to scatter these activity pages around your small group space. I've got 2 for the kindergarten room, 2 for the first grade room. So 2 sets of each. And then what they're going to do is select one pair to go first. The seeing pair is going to guide their blindfolded partner to one of the pictures. The blindfolded kid is going to pick it up, and the seeing kid will help them return back to the original spot. So you might have 2 groups doing this at once. If you don't have that many kids, because I think there's 8 pictures. So if you just have like 16 kids, you could just have one set of this going. And so then once all 8 pictures have been gathered, then you're going to have the kids take off their blindfolds, and they're going to try to put the pictures in order in the Bible story. And here's kind of a little answer key for that. And then you can have kids switch partners and do it again. And you're just going to say, Bartimaeus heard about Jesus, and he recognized, although he was blind, that Jesus was the one who could help him. So he yelled out, Jesus, have mercy on me. And a large crowd was traveling with Jesus, and it would have been really easy for Jesus to just ignore him. But Jesus didn't do that. He stopped and he called for the man, and then Jesus helped Bartimaeus. And so just kind of going on, talk about a time maybe when someone took the time to help you when they didn't have to. And just talk about our bottom line is we can make time to help others. Then for our memory verse activity, kiddos are going to here's all the pages that they're going to collect. They're all in there, and they're all labeled at the bottom. It tells you the order. So then this is their memory verse activity. So this is their memory verse. You can practice it with motions. And then there's whiteboards on your carts if you want to write in on your whiteboard the words that the kids are going to plug in here, or you can just try to have them fill in the blank with their voices. And then if they have time, they can color this page, because we want to show compassion in our neighborhoods where we live. And so that's kind of how we close this down, is what a great verse we learned this month. When we act justly and do what is right and love mercy and show love and walk humbly and put others first, we show compassion for others. And when we make time to help others, we can show God's love to them. So remember, to act justly means to do what is right. God always does what is right, so we want to do that too. And then just to close down in prayer, you can kind of sum up what compassion is. And today, our compassion challenge for this Sunday is to do something, to take time to do something for first responders. So on here, kids can take these home. This is a list of things that they could do to help first responders in their area. And a lot of these things take time. So challenge the kids to plan something with their family where they are going to take time to bring something to some first responders to tell them thank you for all that they do for us. And then just close down in prayer talking about compassion and how compassion is caring enough to do something about someone else's need. Thank you guys so much for serving this week. That's it for our kindergarten and first grade team. You guys are awesome. Thank you, and we'll see you on Sunday.